Good morning, everyone. Okay, it is Friday the 13th here in Brooklyn, New York. So we're gonna do some walking on this very unlucky day. In honor of Friday the 13th, we're gonna start right here on East 13th Street. But it even gets better because we're gonna be walking along Voorhies Avenue in the Sheepshead Bay section. And for those of you who might say, well, what does Voorhies Avenue have to do with Friday the 13th? Well, there's a lot to do with it, because if you follow the Friday the 13th series, and I don't know how many movies they ended up making. I lost track at like 5. But Jason, you know, the fun-loving, slashing kind of guy, you know, the main character in that movie, his last name happens to be Vorhees. Jason Voorhees. So there you go. So we started at East 13th on Friday the 13th. And we're going to be taking Voorhies Avenue all the way down to the marina. What we're gonna do is there is a lighthouse, like a nice little lighthouse down there. This is a Sheepshead Bay station for the B and the Q. As I was saying, we're gonna take this down to the end. There's like a little marina down there. There's like, you know, some places to eat. Red Lobster, the movie theaters are down there. And then we're gonna come back on Emmons Avenue, and that's how we're gonna do the second half of the walk. Temperature is 35 degrees. So it is still cold. Not as cold, but it is still cold out. It's still winter here. I know everybody wants to get out of this winter stuff, but we got a while. We still got a full month left until spring. So, Voorhies Avenue. It has a mix. We're going to be walking through some commercial areas for the first part, and then eventually it's going to get all residential as we get down by Knapp Street. It'll get all residential down there. Now, technically, we did start on Shore Parkway in East 13, but Voorhies, it turns into Voorhies Avenue, pretty much where the train station, where we walk by the train station. So, another fun fact, I'm pretty sure is the way Jason spells his last name is not the same way it's spelled here on the street signs. I believe Jason's last name is spelled with 2 E's, and this Voorhees is spelled with an I-E-S, but it's really the same name. It's basically semantics. It's like when people spell my name with an I-E, Vinny. I spell my Vinny with a Y. wait for these cars. She's talking on the phone. She's definitely not saying hello to me. Looks like we got a little Hall of Justice over here, huh? This is a very bright, sunny day. But it is a chilly day for sure. There's a bit of a wind on my back right now. Eventually, when we're on Emmons Avenue, we might be walking head first into that wind. So yeah, today is Friday the 13th as I am recording this. That nice old church right here on the corner of Ocean Avenue. This is the area where it pretty much turns mostly residential. Actually, pretty much all residential down here. We will be in the Sheepshead Bay neighborhood for the entire walk. We are not going to be in any multiple neighborhoods on this one. This is all Sheepshead Bay. It's some nice little homes right here. And across the street, some nice bigger homes. So this avenue does have a lot of nice real estate on it. It's one of those lesser known streets that you hear about in Brooklyn. I did a walk down here, I feel like 3 years ago. Same time frame. Although there was zero snow on the ground. Also, it feels like the sidewalks are very tight. Not a lot of space between the front of the businesses here up to the curb. So It's very hard. I can't get a good angle to show the places we're walking by. Bethel Baptist Fellowship. Now, a lot of these streets, I didn't tell you, but a lot of these streets, when you're going to my right, are terminating. They're like dead-end streets right up to the Belt Parkway. But then when we get to like a major street, that'll take you through over to the marina on the over in the where Sheepshead Bay meets up with Manhattan Beach. In this case right here, East 24th runs right into this building, so not all the streets even go through to the Belt Parkway. We're coming up on Bedford Avenue. Bedford Avenue, by the way, is the longest. I've said this multiple times. Bedford Avenue is the longest road in Brooklyn. It is the longest road in Brooklyn. It pretty much starts right down here where we are. Just a few blocks to my right. And you take it all the way. You take this all the way to Williamsburg. And of course, for the namesake, it'll take you right through Bedford-Stuyvesant. As a matter of fact, you'll pass right by Stuyvesant, Bed-Stuy, the cross street. You see some of the homes across the street over there? This will be a little bit of a walk because we're going to go one way and then come back another way on another road. Now, this is a quiet neighborhood, by the way, as you can tell. The reason I'm just saying that is because, it's around 11:30 in the morning. But it is this quiet all day, pretty much. You can see up the street there, this is 27th, East 27th. You can see the Belt Parkway. So February is usually the month I take a break. This month I decided to continue walking through it. I think at some point though I am going to take a little break before March. I don't know when that's going to be. Probably the last 10, I'm thinking maybe the last 10 days or so. I'll see how I feel. There are 28 days in February this year. This is not a leap year, so that would mean I might be going on a break a couple of days, huh? A few days. Got those little homes across the street. Got that dead end over there, right up against that building complex. This right here is Sheepshead Bay Elementary. Look at those homes, guys. Look at those two homes with the the little windows, little attic windows. See them? You're gonna see a lot of like old bungalow beach style homes down here, because this at one time before the Belt Parkway, this was all like a beach. This was like a bay beach marina community. So you're still gonna see a lot of these smaller homes. Nostrand Avenue, we pretty much started, we did a walk last summer. We started right down there past the Belt Parkway overpass there. And we walked all the way up to Brooklyn College, Flatbush Avenue. That was a long walk. Let's get on this side. I want to show you some of these homes. Here we go. It looks like a lot of these smaller homes, these nicer, smaller homes are on this side. There is some sun glare, but I should be able to get them in. Check this home out. Look at this. This is nice. Look at this doorway, this archway. Isn't that nice? It's beautiful. You see what I'm saying? Like small homes. We'll get back across the street. This right here is Brown Street. It's got a lot of white snow on the ground. So soon this is going to end, and I'm going to have to, we're going to have to turn. I'm going to have to go in the street here. I'm not going to wait for this guy to come through. Luckily, this car is parked way away from the curb, so I could just... It's more like a detour. I didn't even have to really walk into the street too much. Batchelder Street? Is that how you say this? Batchelder? B-A-T-C-H-E-L-D-E-R, Batchelder Street. I thought it said Bachelor Street. You know, like, you know how like when you see some words the way they're spelled and you just look at the first part of the word and you're like, oh, that's Bachelor Street. No, it's Bachelda. A lot of name streets now for the rest of the way down. I mean, we're going down some name streets here. This right here is Ford Street. Look at the homes across the street. You got those 5 homes on that side of the street there, all same style. So this is where Vorhees eventually ends. About 2 or 3 blocks up. We're gonna get onto Knapp Street. I'm gonna take you down. I think the name of the road over there, I always say it's a weird name. I think it's Harkness. Harkness. What we're gonna do is we're gonna stop. We'll take a look. It's really a dead-end road that you go down there. It's got Red Lobsters down there. Got a nice little lighthouse. This right here is a little league ball field. You can't even tell. It looks more like a hockey rink. We'll see if we'll also see if everything is frozen down there. I was taking a train into Coney Island to get on the queue to get out here, and it was funny. I was watching all of the seagulls and the ducks walking across Coney Island Creek. They weren't flying. They weren't swimming. They weren't paddling. They were walking across the creek. The Coney Island Creek is solid. Is solidly frozen, even with this warmer than freezing temperatures. It's going to take a while to thaw that thing out. So we're going to be turning right over here. This is Knapp Street right up here. Another major road. Very tight quarters on the sidewalk because of the snow. Alright, so this is where the avenue ends, right here. We'll cut through the... Well, wait, we may get the light, so I might just take the light here. I hope I don't have to walk in the street, because this is an area that has no property owners or anything, so some of the sidewalks might still have snow on them. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to stay in the street on this one. I'll show you what I'm talking about right now. There's all snow and ice up on this sidewalk. You got this storage facility. I guess they didn't feel that they needed to clear their sidewalks. But this is no other way to put it. This is what I like to call the ass ends of Brooklyn over here. There's not a lot of stuff down here. Yeah, it looks like the marina. So if you take a look here, that's where we're going. We're going over that lighthouse. You see that lighthouse out there, and you can see everything is frozen in the marina. It's starting to thaw out. So we're going over to that lighthouse. All right, we can get back up on the sidewalk over here. It's not that bad. So I'll get on over here. And again, you can see like the whole marina area here. This is all a marina back here. See all the little private docks I got back here and stuff? Got a boathouse right there. Looks like a boathouse right there, guys. Doesn't that look like, that's what it looks like to me. It looks like a boathouse. Harkness, I was right. Harkness Avenue. That is the name of this road here that we're gonna take. Take you guys over to the lighthouse. I'll show you guys the marina, and then we're gonna walk. We're gonna walk up a bit over to Emmons Avenue. I'll show you guys. They got like a fisherman statue over here. They got a Cold Stone. This is the movie theater area over here too. As a matter of fact, I think that's the movie theater right there. This is I've been to the movies here a bunch of times. This is where everybody goes in Brooklyn nowadays to go watch the movies. Everybody comes here. So here you go. This is the lighthouse. I believe it's attached to Red Lobster. Don't quote me. I mean, I'm I haven't really been in this neighborhood in a few years, so I've been in the neighborhood. I just haven't been to this part of the neighborhood in the last few years, so I'm pretty sure that's still Red Lobster. Cold Stone is right in front of us, right there, which there's plenty of Cold Stone all around the place. Here is the fisherman I was telling you about. Yeah, I'm gonna walk right in the snow. I don't mind. Fisherman got a lot of trash over here. They gotta clean this area out. I guess once everything thaws out, they'll clear it all out. Here's the lighthouse. It's not a functioning lighthouse. I think it's mostly decorative, so I could be wrong, but it looks mostly decorative to me. Oh, that's right. You got TGI Fridays over here too. In the summertime, this is a very packed little area because you get a lot of people that come out of the movie theater to have something to eat. This is Plum 3 Street. I think we're going to be taking this over the Shore Parkway, which is right. You see all the traffic over there, the Bell Parkway. We're going to walk around the theater area, and then we're going to get onto Emmons Avenue. We have to go back over to, we have to go back down Knapp Street. So we'll take a look at the marina here. Am I crazy to think that there is a Red Lobster over here? Why do I think there's a Red Lobster over here? Anyway, here we go. Here is the marina. It's pretty thought out. Chloe, that's the name of that boat right there. So this will take you out into the ocean. This is going south. So you would go south out into the water out there. There's plum beaches out there. You'd pass, well, on either side you'd have Plum Beach. But then if you went right, you would be adjacent to Manhattan Beach and Coney Island. You could just, I guess, check it out on a map. All right, we're gonna leave the area. Let's take this Plum Third. There's a lot of threes. A lot of references to 3 on Friday the 13th today, huh? This right here is the parking area for the movie theater. This I recognize a lot, very well, because everybody drives here. As you can see, there's nobody walking around over here. Nobody's driving. I am the only person in this area right now. It is dead down here. There's nothing down here. Are there any movies playing? I mean, people do see movies. It is a Friday, so, I know people are working, but it's almost lunchtime. I don't see anybody. There's one car that's parked right there. Venice Marina, Marine Supply. All right, let's take Shore Parkway back up to Knapp. I'm going to connect my battery pack here. I got to walk under this tree here. A big pile of snow right where the crosswalk is, guys. That's real smart, because that was the only place they thought of with all this space over here that they could have put it on. They decided to put the pile of snow right on the crosswalk. Our destination is right over there, just over the Bell Parkway. So what we'll do is we'll get on to Emmons Avenue, and I'll give you guys a tour of Emmons Avenue where all the restaurants are. Maybe that's where the Red Lobster is. I know there's an Applebee's over there, and I also know there is a place called Rollin' Roaster. That is a place you never forget about. We're gonna walk right by Rollin' Roaster. It's like a block north of Nostrand. Alright, I gotta cross. This looks a little tricky over here. I don't like tricky crosswalks. So we were just over there, guys. That's Harkness right there. I mean, the street is kind of like a triangle shape, this intersection. Now we're gonna get over to Emmons Avenue. All right, let's start doing these crosses. Traffic isn't that bad down here, so should be easy to cross. Sheepshead Nursing and Rehab Center. We're gonna turn right. Now this is Plum Beach over here, and exactly where you would get onto Plum Beach. You could actually get onto Plum Beach over here if you go through the weeds. Well, a lot of people do that. I do it sometimes. But the main entrance of the Plum Beach is further down. It even has a rest stop that comes right off of the Belt Parkway. But that's where you would go. There's actually a walk that I did in my channel. You could find it. We walked to Plum Beach. And then out there, if you look out there, that triangular roof looking thing out there, that is Kingsborough Community College. We are now on Emmons Avenue. So now we're going to walk the final leg of this entire walk on Friday the 13th. Brigham. Now this area that we're walking through is it's a residential area, this part right here. Eventually we're gonna hit, it's gonna be a mixed residential slash, a lot of restaurants. This is where everybody comes down to eat. Very busy area in the summertime. Coyle Street. That's an interesting looking piece of real estate right there. They're like a little castle-like tower. This is a bicycle shop, by the way. It doesn't look like it, right? Does that look like a bicycle shop to you? It's called Brooklyn Bikery. This is an actual bicycle shop, guys. Looks more like a dentist office. Turn this camera around and show you this old structure on the corner. You can see some of these condo style homes or apartments. Let me show you some of these old bungalow style homes on the other side of this road here. I'm gonna actually stay in the street here so you can see what I'm talking about. And you have these like little private walkways back there that go right to the, you can see the marina back there. So some of the homes back here, they have backyard access right to the water. It's really nice. These are all original homes that have been around since the beginning. You can see some of the boats back there. You can see the masts. If you look over the house there, you can see all those masts. There's a whole marina back there. See it? See all those masts? You can see some of the boats. Kinda, through the fencing. I'm gonna get back to the other side now. I can see Rolling Roaster up there a few blocks ahead of us. So I took you guys on a nice walk through the Sheepshead Bay neighborhood. On Friday the 13th, we started at 13th Street, East 13th Street. We went down Voorhies Avenue. Last name of Jason from Friday the 13th. This is like a Friday the 13th tribute walk. You got a Best Western over here. Nostrand Avenue. It looks like the construction is coming along down here. This is an area they knocked down a lot of stuff down here, including the old bait and tackle shop, which I don't think this is where the bait and tackle shop was, over by the park, the little park area. But this whole area is getting all redeveloped. Here is Roller Roaster. Boy, can I use some right now. I mean, I'm so tempted to just stop recording and just go in here. I'll give you guys a look from across the street. There you go. Rolling Roaster. That's where the bait and tackle shop used to be, right over there. They knocked that thing down. I think they knocked it down a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. I actually did a walk right before they knocked it down, so I got if you go to my channel and you can go into my playlist, my Sheepshead Bay playlist, and you'll actually see the bait shop. The bait tackle and bait shop is actually the thumbnail for the walk. But that was a really historic bait and tackle shop down here for many years, and ended up knocking it down. They're gonna probably put one of those big buildings down here. We are almost done with the walk. We are going to walk down a few sections, looking at some of the restaurants and stuff. We were just down here a few weeks ago. That's why I'm staying away from that side. I don't like to re-walk through places that I've been through recently, so we were just down here a few weeks ago. Plus, there's a lot of snow over there on that side. That sidewalk is, you know, I mean, you can walk over there. It's cleared, but it's just a lot of snow and stuff over there. Here's the Applebee's. This is a place I came to a bunch of times over the years. I haven't been in here, though, in many years. Last time I was in here, it was probably, man, I don't even know, 2012 maybe? It's been a long time. But, yeah, a lot of times coming down here in the summer. A lot of times people come here after a movie. A lot of these places that you see down here get very busy in the spring and then all summer long. And then it gets quiet during the winter time. If anyone is wondering, the marina is pretty thawed out. I'm looking, I could see the water's pretty thawed out. There's no ice over there. This is a place when the weather is warm, it's very hard to walk. They have a lot of outdoor seating on this sidewalk right here during the summertime. And there's always like a large line to get into this place. We're gonna stop over here at this home over here. It's one of the nicest homes you're gonna find on Emmons Avenue. Probably the only original home on Emmons Avenue to this day. I mean, look at this. Well, I shouldn't say that. We did walk by some of the old bungalow styles. But look at this home. This is a beautiful home. Look at that. It looks like it even has the original front door. Look at the patio. All original wood. Look at that, guys. That is amazing. I think we're going to end the walk right over here, past the shopping area. There's like a shopping area and some restaurants. But I want to thank everybody for joining me on this walk here in Brooklyn, New York, Sheepshead Bay on Friday the 13th. And nothing unlucky happened on this walk. We had a very luck-filled walk on this one. See, nothing's that bad on Friday the 13th, right? And a lot of people, I know people are afraid to come out on Friday the 13th, which I find to be kind of funny. Like, I mean, you could find some bad luck any day of the week. But you get a lot of people that don't come out on Friday the 13th. So you know what we'll do? We are going to end the walk right over here on East 21st, right in front of Randazzo's. Very popular, well-known seafood place, clam bar. I think that's a great place to end it. This is Randazzo's right here. Looks like they're ready for Valentine's Day, which is tomorrow, as I'm recording this. Well, this is it, guys. I hope you guys had a great walk with me. And, well, I'll probably do a couple of more walks and then take a half of my February break. I didn't do the full break this month, but I think I'll give myself a little bit of a break. So stay tuned for more walks, and I will be back probably in a day or two. And until then, I hope everyone has a great day. Happy Valentine's Day. And catch you all on the next one. Take care, and bye-bye.